Hello and welcome to this Made to Move yoga flow. My goal for this flow is just to get your body moving and to get you less focused on the things that you can't do or you feel like you should be able to do. Because it's not about that today. It's just focusing on where you are today, meeting yourself there and celebrating and being so grateful for all the things that your beautiful body can do. So let's get started in a child's pose. Bring the knees wide, stretch the arms forward, and rest the forehead down. Just coming into the breath right here. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Set up the breath with a big exhale. Noticing the instant relaxation that a deep breath brings to the body. Big inhales through the nose. Exhale it out. Once more, inhale. Exhale. So now, if you haven't already, bring the lips together. Mouth is closed, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Inhale. Out through the nose. Exhale. One more round here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Next inhale, rise up, tabletop. Let's warm up the spine, cat-cows. Inhale, belly drops, toes tuck, gaze lifts, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine, press the earth away, chin towards the chest. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more for good measure. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, tuck the toes. Really roll the shoulders back here. Lift the gaze up. Then exhale, press away, round the upper back, chin towards the chest. Good, tabletop. Dial the wrist back for a wrist stretch. Fingers point towards the body, edge of the wrist point towards the top edge of the mat. When you shift the body weight back, try to avoid peeling the palms off the mat. Just keep them grounded and shift back to whatever point that is before they start lifting off the mat. And flip out the grip so the palms are facing up. You can point the fingers in towards each other or you can point them back towards the body. But start to make fists, touch each finger to the thumb. You can bend and straighten the elbows. Wonderful. So bring the knees together and bring the tops of the feet down so the hips back onto the heels. Circle out the wrists, spark the fingers, open and close them. Sweep the arms overhead, gaze up towards the thumbs. And as you exhale, bring the right arm under the left arm. So these are Garudasana, or eagle arms. You're trying to eventually get the palms to touch, but if that's too much, you can always do side by side or just give yourself a big old hug. So lift that bind, whatever you've got, lean back, and then bring the chin to the chest, round, fold forward, belly button in towards the spine. Breathe into the upper back. Just let the body drape forward. Rise up, release, sweep the arms overhead, inhale. So other side, left arm goes under. Trying to get palms to touch, thumbs point towards the face. Inhale, lift up, lean back. And then round, fold forward. And just notice as you breathe into the back body, Feel that upper back round. Feel the separation of the scapula and the shoulder blades. Rise up. Release, sweep the arms overhead, gaze up towards the thumbs, and then just cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and let the head go. Just release it. Let it be dead weight. Just let it hang. Good. Plant the hands by the feet. Start to lean back. You can play around with lifting one knee at a time, maybe both knees, but just try and stretch the tops of the feet out here. Lower the knees down. Tuck the toes. You can sit back on the heels. If that makes you feel like your toes are going to fall off, you can stay up, but just try to keep them tucked underneath you. Sweep the arms up and over, interlace the fingers, slip the grip, palms face up. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Try to avoid arching the back here. Draw the tailbone down so you start to fire up the core. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, lean right. Press the hips to the left as you try to press the palms over towards the right. Feeling the stretch of the side body. Come back through center, lean left, gaze right. Back up through the center, bend the elbows, rest the head back in the hands, send the elbows wide, puff up the chest. Now you can arch the back if it feels good. Cactus the arms. Take the left pointer finger and thumb, hook it behind the body around the right wrist. And then as you draw the right wrist down towards the heel, lean the left ear towards left shoulder. So you feel that stretch all through the side of the neck. It's your sternocleidomastoid. Roll the chin through center. Now take the right pointer finger and thumb, hook it around the left wrist. Draw that left wrist down, lean the right ear towards right shoulder. Roll the chin through center. Release your hands, cartwheel them up and over, pat out the feet. Walk the hands forward, lower the forehead down, keeping the hips high. Then lift the forehead up, shift the body weight forward so you can walk the hands back about a handprint. Lower the hips down, lift the gaze up, press into the hands, and then start to bend the knees so heels come up towards the glutes. Roll the feet towards the right, bring the left ear towards left shoulder. Come back through center, roll the feet towards the left, right ear towards right shoulder. Come back through center, straighten out the legs, and then start to bend the elbows, lowering the chest down. Coming to a Sphinx pose, so the forearms are down and the feet are hips width distance apart. So elbows are under shoulders, and then start to anchor the tops of the feet down into the mat, anchor the pubic bone down, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring the chin towards the chest, keep squeezing the shoulder blades. Good, lift the gaze, let the head go. Come back through center. Extend the right arm forward, left leg back, and we're just lifting up and then lowering. Lift, try to point those left toes, extend the left leg long, lift and lower. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Nice. Bring the right arm back in. Send the left arm forward, right leg back. We're just lifting left arm, right leg, and lower. Point the toes, activate through the quad, lift and lower. 3, 2, 1. Left forearm comes back down, and then just start to press the hands in towards the mat. Dial the thumbs to point forward, straighten the arms, and again, let the head go. Bend the elbows, pull the heart forward, lower the forehead down to the mat. So now the hands are underneath the shoulders, so bring the legs together. So the inner thighs, the heels, the ankles, big toes, all of those are touching. So squeeze the legs together. Keep the elbows tight beside the body. Wrap them in. And as you inhale, press the tops of the feet down into the mat so you feel the knees lift. Anchor the pubic bone. Keep squeezing the elbows by the body. Point the shoulders down and lift the gaze up. Anchor the tops of the feet down into the mat. Use the strength of the back body. One more inhale, lift up. Lower the forehead down. Second set, we'll bring the feet out wide to the width of the mat. Walk the hands back one handprint so a little closer towards the hips. So this time, using a little more strength in the arms, we'll press into the hands, lifting the torso up. Keep wrapping the elbows in tight beside the body. Let the head go. Good. Bend the elbows, pull the heart forward. Lower the forehead down. Bring the legs together, tuck the toes, press your way up, high straight arm plank, or you can pass through a tabletop. Send the hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal out the knees, alternate right and left. On the inhale, send the heels high, tiptoe the feet up to meet the hands. When you reach the top, put a generous bend in the knees so the belly is hanging on the thighs. Grab opposite elbow, sway, let it go. Release the hands down, put a bend in the knees, press into the heels, slowly roll your way up to a standing position. When you reach the top, roll the shoulders back, palms face forward. Anchor the heels down into the mat and then press right under the big toe, right under the pinky toe. Those points, those are your anchors, your foundation. And then those 2 points at the back of the heel. That's what we're grounding down into when we work all of these balancing poses or just any foundation work. You're pressing into all 4 corners of the feet, quadriceps engaged. Let's sweep the arms overhead, gaze towards the thumbs. And as you exhale, open the arms, bend the knees, heart leads, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a little length through the spine. Stomach is in, back is flat. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, forehead towards knees, fold. We'll do again. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a little bit of length through the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Let's do one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Plant the hands, forehead towards knees. Exhale. Good. Plant the hands, step, hop, walker, float the feet back, high straight arm plank. Pause, hold here. Shift the body weight forwards and back. So quadriceps are engaged. You're rolling over flexed toes, belly button's in towards the spine. Shoulders are going beyond the fingertips. For 3, 2, 1. Shift forward. We'll do this first one together on the knees. So wrap the elbows in. Take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, lower the knees, chest. And then press the tops of the feet into the mat. Squeeze the elbows by the body. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Good. Lower the heart down towards the mat. Tuck the toes, press hips back to heels. You can pass through this child's pose and then tuck toes, send hips high, down dog. So that option is always there for you. You can keep the knees lowered to the mat, moving through that child's pose, tabletop down dog version, or you can keep the knees elevated. Your practice, meet yourself where you are today. Send the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip, right heel towards left glute. Circle out the ankle, wiggle out the toes. Start to draw some circles with the right knee in one direction. And reverse the direction. Send the right leg high. Elevate the left heel off the mat. Right knee to forehead, round, curl, squeeze, shift forward. Send it back. Right knee, right tricep. Tap it to the outside, hold. Shift far forward. Send it back. Right knee, left tricep, twist. Draw the belly in towards the spine. Keep the hips squared. Send it back. Right knee to forehead. 3 knee thrusters. So we lower the right knee, press up and away. Lower, press, lower, press. Step the right foot through. Lower the left heel down. Inhale the arms up. Warrior 1. Virabhadrasana A. Ground down through the feet here. Press into them. Remember all those 4 corners. Ground down. Cactus the arms, lean back. Interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back, fist package down the left leg. Lead with the heart, humble your warrior. Chin goes towards chest. Draw the hips towards the back of the mat rather than pointing them off towards the right side. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior two. So just a little shimmy of the feet here. Now you're trying to get the hips square or parallel towards the left edge of the mat. Maybe scoot the right toes a little more forward. Draw the tailbone down. Open the right knee up towards the pinky toe edge. 3 pumping warriors. Straighten the right leg. Reach up. Exhale to 2. Inhale, reach. Exhale, 2. One more. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Hold. Reach opposite ends of the earth. Reach, reach, reach. Flip the front palm, reverse. Keep the bend in the right knee as you reach to the back. Cartwheel the arms down. Step or float the right foot back. Move through your chaturanga. Remember, always an option to the knees or stay elevated. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Send the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip, left heel towards right glute. So again, on this side, circle out the ankle, wiggle the toes, or maybe draw some circles with the knee. Reversing the direction. Send the left leg high. Bring the right heel up off the mat. Send the left knee to forehead round. Draw the knee in tight towards the body. Send it back. Left knee, left tricep. Send it back. Left knee, right tricep, twist it. Send it back. Left knee to forehead round. Remember those 3 knee thrusters. So we lower the knee and then we press up and away. Lower, press, lower, press. Step the left foot through, right heel lowers. Rise up, warrior one. So set it up, maybe inch the left toes a little more forward, or maybe the left toes need to go a little more towards the left edge of the mat, getting a bit of a wider stance here. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lean back, little back bend. Interlace the fingers behind you, roll back. Bend into the left knee, lead with the heart, take the bind, humble warrior. Gaze towards the belly button. Notice if you're gazing straight down at the mat. Try to lift the gaze towards the navel, truly letting the head go. But if you've got nice open shoulders and your fingers are interlaced, try to start touching the palms together. Really squeezing tight. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior two. So set it up this side, tailbone is down, left knee opening towards the pinky toe edge. Find that foundation. 3 pumping warriors, straighten the left leg, reach up. Exhale to 2. Inhale, reach, squeeze. Exhale to 2. One more time, inhale. Ride it down, warrior two, hold. Flip the front palm, reverse. Stay bent in the left knee, but reach to the back. Feel that side body stretch. Beautiful opening. Cartwheel the arms down. Step or flip the left foot back. Move through your version of a flow. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, down dog. Send the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip, stay here, or flip your dog, lowering the right foot behind you. Let's reach the right arm forward, right heel. Try to keep it elevated off the floor. Right hand plants, right leg lifts. Right knee to chest. Kick it out to the left. Dial that left heel down first, then kick the right foot out. Spiral the left arm open. Let the head go. Left hand plants. There's an optional push-up here if you're going to start leveling up. Send the right leg back. Step the right foot forward. Cartwheel it open, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. Extended side angle, right hand down to the instep, left bicep by the ear. Reach the left arm forward. Press into the feet. Keep bending into the right knee. Send the left arm high, gaze towards the thumb. Bend the elbow, bring it behind the body. Half bind, you can stay right here. If you work full bind, right hand goes under the thigh, catching left hand. Continue to draw the left shoulder back, working the gaze up. If you play with Bird of Paradise, bring the gaze down, hop left foot up to meet right. Come onto the right tiptoes, lift that right knee up, bring it back, and then extend it out. Meeting back in our extended side angle. Rise up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. Keep reaching back, but press into the right foot to straighten the right leg. Lift the torso up. Heel toe the left foot in about 2 times. Set up your triangle. Turn the quads on. Start to reach forward with strong, straight legs. Then tilt the arms north and south. Keep the belly in. Continue lifting through the left arm. Send the left bicep by the ear. Reach forward. Now bring the left arm up towards the sky. Bind. Send that left arm behind the body, palm facing out. Bring the gaze down. Slide the right foot back. Lift the left leg. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Extend the left arm high. You can have a block under this right hand, or you can maybe bring it to heart center. Try to avoid putting too much weight on that right hand though. You want to use the strength of the abdomen, all those tight muscles in the body activating here. Let's revolve it. Left hand down, square off the hips, open the right arm up. Good. Kick through the left heel. And with every inhale, try to lift that left leg a little bit higher. Good. Right hand comes down, and then bring the left hand to the left side. Bend the right knee, step the left foot back. Walk the hands to the instep of the right foot, and then just heel toe the right foot to the right edge of the mat. So we're in a lizard lunge here. Left knee is lowered, right knee is up and bent. You can keep it in towards the shoulder. You can roll towards the pinky toe edge. You can stay on palms, go to forearms, use a block under the forearms or palms. Lots of options where I say you got to meet yourself where you are today. I know it's hard. We've got to get out of that should mentality, what we should do, or what my body used to be able to do like 20 years ago. It's like, no, it doesn't matter. Just meet yourself where you are today. Celebrate that. These bodies are our temples, so kind to us, even when we are not kind to them. So just accept where you are, be happy about it, be grateful for it. Quad stretch, so you can reach the right arm back, gaze back behind you, staying right here, or you can start to bend the left foot up towards the body, grab onto it. Slowly release, cartwheel the right arm forward, and then heel toe the right foot to the midline. Sweep the arms up, low crescent lunge. Maybe you need to inch the right toes a little more forward towards the top edge of the mat, and then turn the left glute on. Feel that left hip flexor open up. Cactus the arms, hands to low back, press hips forward, let the head go. Shift back, runner stretch. So flex the right toes towards the face. Hands can be on blocks, on the mat, or you can start to elevate them behind the body. But you're trying to pull the heart towards the toes. Breathe into any tightness through the hamstrings here. Shift the weight forward, plant the right foot, tuck left toes, lift left knee, sweep the arms up. So now we're in a high crescent lunge. Draw the belly in, try to press the back of the left knee out. Eagle your arms, left arm goes under the right arm. So lift that spine, lean back, it's challenging your balance here. And then draw the spine forward, hover the belly over the thigh. Try to pull the fingers forward, feel that stretch all through the back body. Lift your spine, bend the left knee, we're pressing off. Left knee comes in towards chest, finding our eagle. So left leg wraps over the right leg, finding that bind. You can use left toes on the mat to help you find a little stability or balance, kind of like a kickstand. Or you can start to find that full wrap where the left toes come around the outside of the leg. Good. Straighten the right knee. Draw the left knee in towards the body. Release your bind. Sweep it back. Warrior 3 with airplane arms. Think about touching the pinkies behind the body. Find that up dog in the chest. Point the left toes or flex the foot, but turn the quad on. Bend the right knee, step back, high crescent lunge. Cactus the arms, lean back. And then we're sweeping the arms forward, stepping the left foot up about 3 feet apart from the top foot in a pyramid pose. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold over this right leg. Good, so you want that back foot pointed to 45 degrees. Pretend like the heels are on a tightrope here. So the heels are in alignment. As you inhale, maybe shift a little bit more of the weight forward and then press into the right foot. Really try to dip the right hip back and then fold over the right leg. Inhale, half lift. Set the left foot up to meet the right foot. Squeeze the big toes to touch, ankles, knees, sit the hips back. Utkatasana, chair pose. Suck the belly in. Weight is in the heels here. So notice if you're coming too far forward, send some of the weight back. Send the left arm forward, right arm back, gaze towards right thumb. Squeeze those knees together, put pressure on them. Come back through center. Left arm back, gaze towards the left thumb. Right arm is stretching forward. Bringing the arms back up through center. Tiny little pulses here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, lift up, lean back. Swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that length through the spine, crown of the head forward, stomach in, back is flat. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step, hop, walker, float the feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Breathe. Gaze towards the belly button, press into the hands, point the hips high towards the sky. Send the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here, flip your dog, left foot lands. Reach the left arm forward, let the head go. Left hand plants and the left leg high. Left knee to the chest. As that right heel lifts, you start to dial it down towards the mat. Kick the left leg out, lower the foot down, and then spiral the right arm open. Right hand plants, left leg lifts. Step the left foot through. Cartwheel the arms open, warrior 2. Set it up here. Keep opening the left knee up. Flip the front palm reverse. Bend into the left knee, reach back. Extended side angle, left hand down to the instep, right bicep by the ear. Long line of energy. Bend into the left knee, reach forward. Send the right arm high, gaze up towards the thumb. Bend the elbow, bring it behind the body. Stay in this half bind with the palm facing out. You can start to wrap that full bind. Left hand goes under the leg. If you've got the bind, bring the gaze down. Hop right foot up to meet left. Come onto the left tiptoes. Then start to draw that left knee up, open it up, and then kick it out. Good, making our way back to extended side angle. Rise up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse. As you reach back, press into the left foot, straighten out the left leg, turn the quads on. Lift the torso up. I like to heel toe the right foot in 2 times, and then turn the quads on, reach, reach, reach forward, Trikonasana. Right arm goes up towards the sky, gaze is up towards the right thumb. If that's uncomfortable on the neck, you can bring the gaze down to the left big toe. But you're trying to lift up through the right arm, draw the crown of the head forward, and press firmly into the feet. Send the right bicep by the ear, stretch forward. Lift the right arm high, bend it behind the body, palm facing out. Find this little half bind here. Keep drawing the right shoulder back, pressing into the feet. Bring the gaze down, slide the left foot back 1 little step, and then lift the right leg, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So you can send the right arm high, arms are like a T. Kick through the right heel, turn the quad on, core is super tight. Maybe left hand to heart center. Challenge your balance here. If you fall, just get back in. No big deal. Let's revolve it. Right hand down. Open the left arm up. Slightly pigeon toe the right foot. Let's try to stack left shoulder on top of right. Find that deep twist here. Kick the right heel back. And then with every inhale, you lift that right heel a little higher. 1 more inhale. Exhale, twist. Left hand comes down, step the right foot back. And then just bring the hands to the instep, heel to the left foot to the left edge of the mat, lower the right knee down. So we're in a lizard lunge this side, so same options. Knee can be close towards shoulder, you can roll to the blade edge, you can be on forearms, on palms, on a block. Just breathe into any tightness through the hips here. And go ahead and take these hip openers as an opportunity to work on your breathing. Low and slow, in and out through the nostrils. Let's find a quad stretch. So reach the left hand back, gaze back behind you, place it on the hip, stay right here, or you can start to bend the foot up towards the body, grab onto it, just draw the left shoulder back, gaze back behind you. Slowly release the right foot, cartwheel the left arm over, and then just heel toe the left foot to the midline. Shift the body weight back for that runner stretch. Left toes are flexing towards the face, hands are grounded. If you want to challenge your balance, you can interlace the fingers behind you, and then fold over that left leg. Try to work with a flat back here, so if that means you have a bend in the left knee, no problem. And release. Plant the left foot, sweep the arms up, tuck the right toes, right knee lifts. So now we're in a high crescent lunge. Finding our eagle arms, right arm goes under the left arm. Lift up, lean back. Draw the bind forward, hover belly over thigh. Pull that bind forward. Lift the torso up, bend the right knee. We're pressing off, finding that eagle, Garudasana. Right leg lifts up and around the left leg. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Roll the shoulders back and down the body. Sit low. Rise up. Take the right knee in towards the body and then release your bind. Open it up. Send it back. Gaze forward. Up dog in the chest. Strong legs here. Bend the left knee. Land softly. High crescent lunge. We're just going to lower the right knee. Cactus the arms. Place the hands to the low back. Press hips forward. Let the head go. Good. Reach the arms back up. Tuck right toes, lift right knee so you're meeting back in a high crescent lunge. Cactus the arms, lean back, and then sweep the arms forward. Step the right foot up towards the left, but feet are still about 3 feet apart. Heels are on a tightrope. Left foot is pointing forward, back foot is pointing to 45 degrees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Let's do one more. Inhale, halfway lift. Shift a little bit of weight forward. So almost like that right heel is going to come off the mat. And then you press the left hip back. Then start to fold over the left leg. Good. Gaze forward. Right foot steps up to meet the left. Hips in the chair, Utkatasana. So we squeeze the knees and the ankles together. Biceps are by the ears. You want to be able to almost peel the toes off the mat. They stay on the mat, but you want to be able to lift them if you choose because your weight is in the heels. Let's pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, lift up, lean back. Hands come through heart center. Heel toe the feet so they're at the width of the mat. Sweep the arms overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees, lower all the way down to a Malasana prayer squat. Use the elbows to press the knees back. Spine is super tall here. So practicing our crow pose. Planting the hands, fingers point forward. Bring the big toes to touch. Feet are super close together. So you're coming onto the fingertips, so the knuckles are lift, like a little ant could crawl under your knuckles because you're gripping the fingertips down in towards the mat. You come high on the tiptoes so the knees come towards the armpits. You gaze forward beyond the top of the mat. Shift forward, grip those fingertips, and start to rock the body weight forward. Maybe play around with one foot coming up. Maybe both feet come up. Back to Malasana prayer squat. All right, so last one, we'll shoot our legs back on the 1. If you want to try, just bring a little bit more of the weight forward, and on that 1, you just press off the hands and you shoot the legs back all at the same time. So let's try it. Or just meet me in a down dog. You do you, meet yourself where you are today. All right, shift forward, shoot the legs back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, up dog. We all meet back in a downward facing dog. Send the right leg high. Right knee towards right wrist and the left leg long behind you. Lift up, lean back. Finding half pigeon this side. If it feels good to stay on the palms or lower the forehead down. If you like to thread your needle, you can bring the left arm under and then start to wrap the right arm behind you, maybe hooking the big toe. All options, so just take it or leave it. But breathing is not an option. That is a must. In and out through the nose, long, slow, audible breaths. Good. Slowly start to walk the hands in towards the body. Tuck the left toe, send the right leg high, counter it. Just bend the knee, open the hips, and right heel towards left glute. Straighten the right leg, lower it down. Send the left leg high. Left knee, left wrist, and the right leg long. And I didn't mention on the other side, but if you ever have sensitive knees, feel free to flip over and do the same thing on the back. You just do like a figure 4 pose. So if your knees are sensitive, please know you can always go on your back and find just as effective of a stretch there. Just always being really careful with the knees. And just play around with just little micro movements. Sometimes just flexing the left foot a little bit more, just rolling this right hip down a little bit more, just tiny little adjustments, seeing what feels good in the body. Because we want to try to get away from just doing the same thing the same way every single time. Because if you do develop a consistent practice, your body is going to change. It will get more open. So, start exploring just little pieces of each pose. They start to fall into place. Do one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the hands in towards the body. Tuck right toes. Send the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Counter it. Let that feel good. Lower the left leg down. Gaze forward. Step, hop, walk, or float the feet through, finding a seat. Keeping the knees bent. We'll extend the arms forward. Bring the chin towards the chest. We'll lower all the way down to our backs. Bring the hands behind the head, and then bring the legs up. So just like those Utkatasana legs, knees are bent. We're going to tap the elbows to the knees, and then tap the heels to the mat. Wrap in, crunch, and then tap the heels. Wrap in and tap. Good. Anchor the low back down into the mat. Keep the feet flexed. So when you lower down, just the heels are lightly tapping the mat. Do it ever so slowly, super controlled. So you crunch up, elbows go in, and then elbows go wide. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Send the legs up high towards the sky. Now bring the hands down by the sides. The palms are pointing down. Flex the feet, turn the quads on, and you're just doing a little kind of hip thrust. So the feet are flexed like you're trying to stamp your soles of your feet up towards the sky. It's just a tiny little rock. It's super controlled. So the legs aren't flailing around. You just kind of lift them up and press up. Lift up, press up. Low back is still anchored, but it's just a little flick of the hips, trying to press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock them side to side. Plant the feet, heels near the glutes. Let's do a bridge pose. Press into the feet, lift the hips up. Pretend like you have one of those yoga blocks between your knees and you're putting pressure on it. That's about the width you want your knees apart. You can start to interlace the fingers underneath the body, and you rock the body right and then left, right and then left, right and then left. And every time you tuck your shoulder blades a little deeper underneath the body, trying to interlace the fingers, get the palms to touch, press the fist package into the mat. If you have full wheel in your practice, you want to give it a go. Keep the hips up, just release the grip. Plant the hands over the shoulders, press up. Full wheel. Should feel really good on the abdomen. Big heart opener. One more inhale, press up, and then slowly lower down. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Hug the knees into the chest and the legs up to the sky. Hands come underneath the hips, let the legs drain. Open and close the jaw a couple times. Stick the tongue out far towards the chin. And then just close the eyes, let them soften. If you have a plow pose in your practice, you want to pike the legs overhead. You can use your hands on your back for support to kind of guide the hips over. You can kind of press them up and over. And then if the feet don't touch the floor behind you, you can bend the knees and rest them on the forehead. If the feet do touch, start to interlace the fingers underneath the body, just like you did in that bridge pose. Tucking the shoulder blades underneath, and then reaching the feet a little further beyond. Walk the hands from the low back down towards the shoulder blades. Try to pike the legs up towards the sky. Shoulder stand. If you are confused on this posture, please don't be in this posture and look around. You only want to look up towards the toes, towards the belly button. We want to protect our cervical spine. So if you need to take a peek, come out of it, have a look, and then get back in. Try to only gaze up towards the toes. We've done all that beautiful work opening up the neck. Last thing we want to do at the very end is to compromise it. Let's bend the knees towards the forehead, pass through a deaf yogi where the knees frame the ears, and then just slowly roll down the spine, one vertebrae at a time. When the hips land, find Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees open wide, one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Or if it feels better to reach the arms overhead, grab opposite elbow. Feel free to do that. Just take a couple breaths here and noticing the rise and fall of the chest. Hug the knees in. Keep the right knee in, extend the left leg long. Guide the right knee over towards the left, gaze to the right. Come back through center, hug the knees in. Keep the left knee in while you extend the right leg out. Left knee falls over towards the right as you bring the gaze towards the left. Make your way back through center. Hug the knees in, arms wrap around the knees, head, neck, and shoulders come off the mat, forehead into the knees. As you squeeze the body in tight, lift the shins up towards the sky, wrap in, hug in, inhale. Exhale, Savasana, let it go, feet fall away, palms face up, close the eyes. Hold no tension through the face, just soften through the body. I will leave you in this final Savasana. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today, for moving your body. That is what we were designed to do. These bodies were made to move. So move, you most certainly did. I thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you accepted where you are on the mat today. Feel so proud of yourself for that. Try not to compare yourself, to judge yourself, what you think you should do. Just be so proud of what your body has accomplished, what you're capable of doing now, and all those things that you will be capable to do in the future with this body, with this temple. So care for it, be kind to it, nourish it, hydrate it, and I will see you next time on the mat. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Namaste. Bye-bye.